All right, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy AO here, and in this video, we were making our first attempt at doing a zero to hero style video. Uh, this is PoE2 game I'm not as versed on. This would have been my what third character across the 2 or 3 leagues. I think 3 leagues since it's released. Or maybe 4 leagues. I've only had one character that has made it into the end game, uh, and that first one I didn't record anything on because PC couldn't handle it. It was good enough to play the game, but trying to do the game and the recording stuff didn't always come out the greatest. And I'm still not 100% sure on how I feel about this game. Uh, I like it. I enjoy playing it. I think just it's a slower version, or the progression seems slower in this campaign wise and stuff than PoE. But I don't have as many hours put in this as I have PoE, so I know with some more character builds, more practice, it won't feel like that forever. But I just got to get myself there. It's baby steps. So this character right here, which we probably won't see much more on because it's a fun play style, but it's not me, I don't think, and that's okay. I enjoy a caster style build. I enjoy damage over time stuff, but I think as far as the archetype for this style of class or this play style, which is the plant druid, it starts out a little bit slow. Very slow, honestly, because it's not even until level 14 that you get the ability to actually go plant druid, because that's when you get the thunderstorm ability and the damage style they call watering. As you can see, I was hovered over the main keystone for this build, uh, but I really didn't look at anything prior to going into making this character. I saw a couple like Instagram shorts on like its speed and all that stuff, what the capabilities were, but I didn't do like any in-depth research at this time. This point of this was just, oh, let me see where this was at. See what I was pathing to first, and then everything after that was just kind of me just figuring out as we went across as we went through the game. So basic setup for like boss fights and stuff within this is you kite around, throw down your entangling roots, which is your main damage, and then I was using volcano as my secondary skill just for damage element, and just a little bit of burning damage that I could proc with this. Entangling roots is a physical spell. So it scales purely off of physical damage. So I'm assuming it's physical flat and not percentage. But as I said, I didn't push too hard into figuring it out because it gets this early part pre-level 14 is probably the most difficult because you see a huge change in this skill's damage once you get the ability to water the plants with the ability thunderstorm. So in trying to do this zero to hero style thing, I realized that once I mentally committed to it, that I had already forgot to record 2 fights, and I think in total, because I was just playing the game, not thinking about doing content in regards to it, I at this point had not recorded 3 fights, or I had recorded not recorded two and a half, and then two I had not recorded two fights, and then picked up one fight in the midst of doing the fight. So on some of these, you'll see me die. I think there was only one boss that bested me more than once. And on a lot of the rest of them, you'll just watch me kite it out and slowly take the boss down. So for the primal skills, I'm not 100% sure what the overall weapon type will be for him at the end. Because like as of now, most skills in this game have a specific like main weapon that's used. So I don't know if for me it's better for me to use the talisman as a druid or if it's better for me to use the staff. The staff was the first thing I found, so that's really just what I sat with. So again, we're just out here. This was what the crow bell. This boss. Looking at this, I'm pretty sure even the editing of this is out of order just because of the way in which I chose to do it. And then doing this over a couple different days just ended up like furthering my disdain, not for the character, but for this style of video, especially with it being my first time. For the people who have like their way of doing this down packed, they're able to do it in a science and do it at least the start of it all in one go. At least the leveling portion of it. I feel like the gearing section and when it's actually the fun of figuring out that campaign portion, if I made it that far with this character, would have been enjoyable. As I haven't done much of this campaign, this part just wasn't it. I think I ended up dying here. I think I took a macer and he has an axe to the neck. Yep, executed. So he got me that one time. I did not think that slam was going to do that much. But we rolled back in, wiped the dust off our cloak, and just kept going. So there isn't, I almost ate it again. So there is, the only audio to this will be my own voice. I did initially have the game sound recorded, but then I realized in the middle of me recording some of this, I didn't some of the YouTube content or music, non copyright music that I was listening to while leveling this. Almost got executed there too. I think I had a couple close calls in this one. So I do want to try more of this video styling. I just have to, it's a lot more to just to remember. Remembering to record the boss fights, that's the easy portion. This was the first legendary drop I got, and I got a pretty decent what's that called? Amulet off of this as well. I think I will try this again. I think I just won't try it with this build. I did play Grenader Mercenary in one of the leagues I played, so I might run that back, see how that feels. If not, then I'll just wait until we get the new season announcement in a couple days. I might just wait till that. As you can see here, I was just picking what's this called? Like the skill gems and stuff. The supports for those. The supports in this game run differently, so you don't need sockets, which is cool. Your sockets in this game uh, come attached to the skill that you use. It's weird watching this back. I feel like you can hear. I feel like watching this back, I can hear myself go and cast and dodge, which wasn't what I was doing. But as you can see now, the damage has started to spark up a little bit now that we have the skill Thunderstorm. By this by this point, we were level 14, which gave us access to that ability. And then this was the first. This was the end of the first act boss. So in this first act, I had not recorded the initial fight when you get when you pick your skill. The witch lady with the wolves. There's 4 fights that I realized in editing that I did not have. So in this, we were just trying to kite out the sword spins. I ended up just straight eating one of those slashes. And then eating whatever that charge was there. I walked right into it. Didn't have a dodge roll for that. Right there, probably panicked, but was grateful that I did not get one shot after getting frozen. I feel like this is undoubtedly probably one of the longer boss fights. I was panic healing here. I just kept taking the charge. I managed to dodge roll out of that one, but I think I got hit by every other one except for that last one. And then here we just rinsed and repeated the damage till he went down. I think this playstyle will be good as they add more what is it called? More plant style skills with like later releases. I just don't think there's many options for it in the early game because you got one skill. I don't think there's many options for it that are class specific skills. Like, cause you could probably play some type of ignite build using. You could play an ignite build. You could probably get a nice shock build off the ground. But the plant style only has two skills that work so far, and then a support. Well, three and a support. Everything else that's druid spellcasting is purely shapeshifting, which I think is what they needed for the release. Because you can't be releasing a shapeshifter and put out no shapeshifts. Like I fought my way through this part again and then realized that I didn't need to. So at the time of this recording, this was the first fire related boss in this game. And I had walked over the gas, I guess a gas grenade, took the hit. Also realized that I didn't have a belt on at the time. So I was missing a charm slot, which would have probably allowed me to eat a hit of fire damage. How much of a hit? Who knows? But I may have been able to eat it. Took another huge chunk there. Like the damage with this build is real nice. It's very well sustained. It's not, at least with what I had at the time, or at the time of these recordings, it didn't seem too bursty. Almost ate it there too. There I was panicking and spam dropping the lightning bolts from the staff, trying to make sure I didn't off my or off the character. I thought this was an important fight, so I recorded it. It was just two random rares that spawned in on this specific side of the map. I'm not really sure why I did that. And then this was one of the bosses in Act 2. I think this one gave me a bit of trouble because I weebled when I should have wobbled, so I fell down. With the what is it? So I think in 10 days, maybe 10 or 11 days from now, we'll get the news for the next league. I don't want a clash just yet. I know they're probably going to release one, but I wouldn't mind seeing. There's still a couple weapon types that we don't have, so I wouldn't mind seeing swords, seeing what those skills start to look like. I feel like with the druid release, I know we got the talisman as a weapon for this, which allows the shape shifting. I wouldn't mind seeing like claws, like as a weapon, but that's just my POE one brain. This was one of those fights where I realized I wasn't recording, so I took a hit and died so that I could come back and then record it. The first time I had done this, I had already downed the steed or the elephant, and then I looked over and my record light wasn't on. So that big circular thing from Iktab, or if I hopefully I pronounced his name correctly, I let the orb just kill me and restarted the fight in the purpose of getting the recording off of it. Like most most of these boss fights gave me zero trouble. It was smooth, clean kills throughout all of it. The only two that gave me trouble were like damage over time fights. Those two fire bosses. Where I ate it completely. Again, I feel like even here it looks like I'm going cast, cast, cast. The rotation is so simple. It's entangling roots, thunderstorm. You cannot use that keystone, I'm pretty sure, and your roots will last longer, but it does less damage and you'll probably end up running out of mana because your mana cost is higher. So yeah, this was just another quick boss down. And then this big boy here is the one that I think I died to twice. I'm pretty sure both of those deaths are here in this recording. Second time I died to it, it's either the first or the second one. Yep, ate it there. Came back. My character's name is Flavor Flav. Realized I could start casting skills at him. I wouldn't have to sit through that talking phase again. So, two things I realized: that one, my spirit gem does not work within this build because I'm not doing physical attack damage. So it's not storing anything. If I was playing a bear or a wolf, it would have held up some damage and then casted the whatever the ability out is out of it every so often. But the way I was playing it, I literally was just wasting spirit there. And I think you need a spirit specific gem to be able to get a new aura, and I didn't have one, so I was just had it set up, but wasn't using it for nothing. I almost ate it there again. Almost roll into the fire, and then this is where I started treating the boss like it was a quick time event. Had a panic attack there, died again. Started looking over my gear, realized I didn't have anything that I could even swap out, nor did I have enough things to identify the gear, nor did anything that I swap out actually do anything better for me. It just felt like it did. I believe on this attempt I get the boss down. We'll watch that real quick. So we ended up getting this one down way cleaner towards the end. Third time was indeed the charm with this one. uh, and the last little part of this video was another double set boss. I think it may have been one more boss after that, and then I was like, I'm not playing this fast enough. I'm gonna put out what I have on this, and I'm probably gonna re-roll something just to see if I can make myself quicker or just to get more practice in this early part of it. That's all I got. It's been your boy AO, and I'm out. Peace.